Hello everybody, and welcome back to Kade Plays Kozy Games. We are back in the city of Los Cruz. A couple of little improvements that I did off camera. I fixed the ugly looking highways because I finally figured out the difference between a 3-lane one-way road and a 3-lane highway. So this is all now highway. This has all been fixed. And I upgraded this all to industrial highway, so it's a little bit cheaper and a little bit faster. And just blends nicely into that intersection. So today we are going to carry on with the development of Los Cruz. If you come back from the first episode, I'm glad you're back here with me. It's good to see you. And as always, this is long-form content designed to be thrown on a monitor while you're doing something else. If you're doing some homework, if you're studying, I hope the homework goes well. I hope the studying is good. Make lots of notes, learn your stuff. If you're just trying to relax, grab a snack, grab a drink. If you're over the age of majority in your region, why not grab an adult beverage? I occasionally do. I don't have one today. It's a little bit earlier in the day than when I first recorded. But you're more than welcome to. Just come and chill and relax. Enjoy the beats. The playlist link will always be in the description if you want to go listen to those beats yourself afterwards. So let's get into it. Let's get going with this. So we had made the difficult decision to evict a lot of our existing residents in favor of making this into high density residential. So we're building up those apartment blocks, man. We're getting that going. That's good stuff. Now, I had a thought as well, which is we're still having a bit of industrial demand, and one option that we do have right now is we can build office blocks. Space already occupied? By what, sir? I want it to link nicely. I want it to go there. Why is this? Oh, because it can't generate the intersection properly right there. Okay. Okay, then I think one or two up will be acceptable. Give me the anchor point that I want. There we go. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. So if we do this right here, let's go ahead and zone some of this for office work. See if we can get some office buildings going. That'll be nice. Remember to do the unthinkable and actually run water pipes. I assume those offices will be having water requirements. Speaking of water requirements, we're about to need another pumping station. Now I don't want to hit this because this is high value property right here. And what I would prefer to do is keep that more towards the bridge. So I'm thinking maybe we throw another pumping station in. Sort of up here. Like we can just kind of have our pumps in a row. We'll connect you. Do you get power? Not without a tower of your own. So we'll build a pylon right there. That'll give us some additional pumping capacity, and then we will need another sewage treatment plant, which is definitely possible to put over here. Where exactly over here becomes the question. Why not just across the road from the local fire station? Why not? And then we will connect that to the sewage works, and thus our sewage treatment capacity, once that building comes online, jumps significantly up. Alright, so we've got the water needs taken care of. Now power we're starting to struggle with again. 12k nets us a turbine. 65k gets us a geothermal plant. I'm considering taking a loan. Here, we could take a 60k loan. And the weekly cost is only 253. So I feel like we take this loan. We'll get up to the 65. And we will build a geothermal plant. And that, I'm feeling like, can go like sort of up here. Because the closer we get to the water, the more I want to make sure that I'm building clean buildings. So I do not want to cause problems for the power supply. So now we've got plant 1 and plant 2. A plant 3 could easily go right here. And that sort of addresses our power needs in the immediate sense. So that's good. That's good. We just have to pay off that loan at some point. Oh, the high density residential blocks are coming up now. Well, that's good. That means the people that want to come and live here have got ample space to come and live here. And we welcome them. We're always happy to have more neighbors. It's good. It's good. The high density residential. We've got sort of our little business district. That's kind of our Times Square. You know, saying that that's our Times Square sort of makes me want to put a little plaza here. I think that would be really cute. Right, just somewhere in here. Or I could spend $1,000 on Paradox Plaza. Paradox Plaza is a good one. And just have that sort of in the center. Just so everybody's got like a little area to go to. Or there's a plaza with picnic tables if I get a little bit more money up. Plaza with trees is 2,500. Entertainment 75. This is entertainment 100. Yeah, I mean Paradox Plaza is definitely the play right there. So as the buildings build up around that, we will have just this little central plaza in our business district. I mean, it's a nice spot for like the workers in all the stores and stuff can come and just sort of relax here on their lunch breaks. And if possible, I sure would like to give them some benches. They come under props. Or are they under here? And then here, props. Yeah, some benches. There we go, just a couple of these right here. Okay, the placement's a little finicky, but once you get it, there's a spot right there you can hit. So now there's some benches people can just come and sit and chill and enjoy a nice little lunch break from work, or if they've been, if the shoppers have been shopping in all the, in all the fine businesses in our little central business district, that's also a place that they can come on a break. You know, you can hit all the stores over here, stop off at Paradox Plaza, sit on a bench, grab a burger, and then come hit the stores on this side in the afternoon. You know, there's discount sales, there's the outlet shop, there's the buy it all shop, the home improvement center. I mean, there's plenty to come see. The multimedia center, you need to get a new TV, the shop till you drop center. a mega store, Neptune Media Store. Like, it's, I mean, I'm just saying, it's happening over here. Probably should have put that right there. I can still move it. You know what? Yeah, let's relocate that actually. Let's actually put it over here. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Oh, you can see all the horrible benches that got just eaten by the scenery. Now I have to put some benches here. Or I could put a park like right next door to it. That's also possible. So what if I were to do that? What if I were to put like a little park with trees? That's quite a large park with trees. What if I were to try and fit a small park in there? No, a little playground? Now, a little playground for the kids. Like, think about it. Think about it. You've taken your kids shopping. You need somewhere to come hang out. The kids need somewhere to come play. The answer is obvious. As long as I never remove Paradox Plaza, this will look fine. There's one bench. There's 2 benches. Lovely. I feel like 4 benches is a good number of benches to have right here. Nope, wasn't quite the placement either. That one it liked. Good, good, good. Let's put a couple of trash cans down too. Because if you've been eating fast food or whatever, you need somewhere to dump all the wrappers, you know, all the packaging for your delicious lunch on the go. I'm very considerate. I'm always trying to make sure that there's provisions made, you know? Not enough workers. They've got 1 highly educated worker and 5 highly educated workplaces. We've got 8 jobs available in the educated bracket. They should be getting people pretty soon. All the folks coming and living in the res should be wanting to come and work in these spots over here pretty soon. We also have our office blocks. We have customer service services. I would so work there. I actually used to work in a customer service call center for a very long time. That was, I mean, that was quite a long time ago now, but... There we go. Look at that. Look at all these buildings. Look at this, like, nice sort of dense urban area. That's really cool. It's really cool to me. I like that. I think we need more residential zoning. So let's drop another high density residential block over here. Oh, straight it. Look at like how quickly they jumped in there. There was some land developer just sat there waiting for that. And then let's make a little bit more low density residential here. Let's put some low density commercial. That's gonna be like burger joints and like a couple of things. Just some stuff for the for the folks engaging on their educational journey, library goers and university students and such. Wow, so many of these buildings are like already almost full. Citizens are sick. You know what? That is because we have one little doctor's office for all this area now. That doctor, I'm sure, is very happy with that setup, because that is going to translate to an awful lot of money for that particular medical professional. However, I have my citizens to think about. Yeah, upgrade your stores. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, wow. All the Things Superstore's doing very well. We just need more workers. We just need more workers. Oh, I clicked onto a hot dog van. Yeah, so this is officially downtown. And it's pretty dense, pretty busy. Hey, look, we have plenty of space for you. We're building more apartments all the time. So let's throw a little bit of residential zoning over here as well. Make sure those folks are all watered. Yeah, sure looks like they are. That's good. Sometimes I'm able to remember to build water pipes. Rarely, but it does happen. Kind of want to put a hospital. I'm trying to think where would a good spot be for a hospital. I feel like up here wouldn't be terrible. Just sort of centralize all of our services, all of our like urban services down there. You not finding workers yet? It's okay, more people will move in soon. There you go. See? See? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? You just needed to believe. Just believe in it, and the people will come. Alright, the landfill is full. Where's my other landfill? Oh, the garbage is piling up. What are we doing with garbage services? Oh, wonderful. We only have one landfill. I could have sworn I built another one. I didn't though. Alright, what about some incineration plants? What about if we build enough incineration plants? So we would need 2 of these would just barely keep up. So if we can get 3 incinerators, they're going to generate power for us. Yeah, they're going to generate power for us once they start processing trash. And then we will eventually be able to output... Yeah, they're sick because of this landfill. I could start emptying the landfill into the incineration plant. But okay, yeah, so it still lets garbage trucks over here. I think it's just these large, like, industrial 18-wheelers that it won't let over that bridge, which works perfectly fine for me. Yeah, we need to deal with this landfill. Which, if we can build a couple more incinerators, I know the upkeep is a lot. Upkeep is $14.40 a week. That's punishing, but it's so worth it. I think if we could build 2, I might be able to start emptying the landfill plant, so that eventually I can delete it. But we definitely need 3. Yeah, we 100% need 3. We could build recycling centers. Oh, we've made it to small city. Excellent stuff. That unlocks a new set of policies. We can now use trains and cable cars. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We can put a yoga garden in the really bougie neighborhoods. Yeah, look, we have so much stuff that we can do now. Do I try and set up a metro? That is a very good question. Alright, so we are going to build 2 more incineration plants. I know theoretically I should have paid off my loan, but I can float that loan for a while. And more than anything, I really just need to start burning the trash. I need to start transferring the waste from here to the incineration plants for burning, so I can eventually just get rid of this completely. It's an ambulance. It's an ambulance from the doctor's office. Man, the residential demand is still so high. Let's expand the suburbs. I've definitely been focusing a little bit on the downtown area here, and that's great. And I want to continue doing that. I want to continue building that up. But there is definitely a lot of legs on this area down here. We can kind of build this stuff up like this. Okay, and then I want to build this out to about here, and then curve this road in like this. Oh, I love that. I love that. I'm a big fan of these little road arrangements. Let's give these people places to live. Let's give them light commercial services. Go. That's a nice little area. Okay, I like that. Water. Do you have water? The answer to that is now yes. Somebody just lives in a little house between a dog park and a high school. I mean, when I think about it, I think about the town I live in, and a lot of the places where there is high schools, there's literally houses on the other side of the road, right? So, like, some part of me is like, this is a large service and it's like smack in the middle of like an area like this, but at the same time, realistically, that does happen a lot. It's kind of bugging me having this spare space, but I'm really hesitant. No, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I am gonna do it. Let's just build these things up. I was hesitant to come right up against the end of the like highway here. But at the same time, you know, it could be worse. Alright, perfect. This is going really well. Don't look at my bank balance. Trust me when I say it's going really well. Look, we had to spend some money to make some money, you know? And to start emptying this landfill. But our garbage processing status now should be pretty good. Yeah, we're definitely able to process more garbage than we're creating, for sure. And while our incinerators are running, they're also generating power for us. So they're each outputting 12 megawatts too. So that just increases the power deficit. Or the power surplus, I should say, even more. So that's going to turn into a really good setup for us. Now, I'm hesitant to add too much more residential zoning. This is very high value property right here. And I think not having people living there would be a great disservice to what we are trying to achieve here. The office blocks are all finally thriving. The Belmont Heights office district. Love that. I've got a lap full of cat. He's very, very handsome, I assure you. He's a very, very handsome boy. And he is just living his best life right now. He is chilling out, laying in my lap, just completely blocked out. Because he's an absolute goofball. But he's my boy and I love him. I'm wondering if I might need to at some point expand this bridge. But it's not getting clogged up or nothing, so I think it's okay. Yeah, so do we have any really bad traffic spots? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I guess just people using these turnarounds. So maybe with these, I do turn these into signal roads. Maybe I put signals here. And here. There we go. Okay, we're looking good. All right, cool. We'll see if that addresses any of our little traffic hotspots. The average traffic flow is still in the 90% though. So I don't hate that. Yo. Oh, that cop is... Follow this police car. Where are you going? Where are you going? He's heading to Goods Unlimited. He's up and over the bridge. Oh, amazing lane change right there. He took his advanced driving course. This jackass 18-wheeler just blocking a police officer. There he goes. Yeah, get him, officers. Get him, officers. Who are you? You are just a police officer. Okay. Well, you might have a name. Our police officers are all cyborgs, like in the Big Les show. Okay, my citizens. You gotta believe me when I tell you. It is going to get better. It is going to get better. We are processing more garbage than we are producing. So we are gradually emptying this landfill. I can't add that much more in the way of buildings right now because I will keep driving that up, and that's just going to make it to where I have to build more waste processing plants, which I will do eventually. There will be more incinerators. Like one day this will just be a whole row of incinerators, like on both sides, and this will just be our trash burning, like the trash burning hub of the century. But as of right now, we're very tentative. Like we're right on the cusp of not quite being able to handle the trash output. Okay, the traffic flow there really isn't too bad. Try not to have too much in the way of like stoplights, but or actual full traffic lights, but sometimes you need them. All right, we've gotten a fifth of the garbage out of our landfill. You think the city needs more parks? You know what, kids? I am very much inclined to agree with you. And what better place to put some form of entertainment? There's parks, there's plazas, there's other parks. You know what? Let's have a basketball court. Like right over here. I think this would be a beautiful place. You know, I know what I'm like, so I'm gonna throw the road over here first just to guideline myself. And let's have a basketball court. And you know, you could do with some form of little park out on this end of the world, couldn't you? Really right here. You know, if I could evict a couple of people from their houses, I could put a little park somewhere down here. Just burn people's houses down and make large parking lots. Okay, riddle me this. Why is there an entertainment value attached to a multi-story parking lot? Who has ever had fun parking their car in a multi-story parking lot. Because I've done it. It is not entertaining. Alright, so this is all the stuff from the Park Life mod, which allows you to create some very fancy parks and has a whole set of sort of management mechanics that go along with it. Which is not a huge priority for me right now, but I'm not saying I'll never do it. I could put a park right here. That's like the perfect spot for it too. There's a little hillside park right here. Is that not cute? That actually reminds me of a park from my hometown a little bit. It's adorable. Alright, let's make sure we're not overrunning our trash capacity. We're actually... No, we're still good. We're still good. Yeah, folks over here are just real sick, though. Okay. That residential demand is just creeping back up again. And more people just want to live right here. Yeah, look at the kids hooping. Go on, get it. Run the ones. Run the ones. Oh, he didn't guard him one bit. All right, watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Crossing him up. Crossing him up. Breaking him down. Breaking him down. Blows right by him. With the step back reverse layup. Absolutely nasty work. Broke his ankle something fierce. Alright. How are we doing land value wise? Ooh, yeah, look, people are really loving it around here. Like these residential properties here, or these commercial properties, these residential properties are doing very, very nicely. They got their park right there. They are starting to upgrade. Some of these are going to be like the nice high land value high rises. Land value around here is a little bit garbage. Nah, but we're fixing that. So we should probably build another medical clinic. Or do we wait to build a hospital? I feel like we maybe wait and just build the hospital, right? We're up to 33k already, so I think we can get there. I know people want to live here real bad, but I have to make sure before I start letting people come live here that I'm able to deal with the garbage. That's a huge thing. I'm sorry, this cat's just so cute. I couldn't help but mess with his little face. He's purring his head off. What a sweetie. His name is Brian, by the way. In case anybody was wondering. Yeah, look, I know you guys aren't feeling very well right now. But just hang in there for me. There will be a hospital built soon. Not enough workers in the pharmacy? Oh no. That's no bueno. Okay. We're up to 36k, so I say let's run this fast for a while. So we can watch the landfill. 69% full. Nice. And just continue to get that emptied out. We're still under capacity, which is good. 68%, and then the monies, we're getting our money up. We're getting the cheddar, we're getting the cheese as more buildings are upgrading because of the high land value. They're becoming more profitable. So we're building that money up even quicker, and once we build this hospital, we'll be doing really well. Again, I'm still not paying back that loan. How much? What's the principal remaining on that loan? 52k. 260 weeks. Honestly, that's fine. That's fine. I'm pretty unbothered about that loan, truthfully. All right, let's bulldoze the store. No, that was a residence. I know they moved out. They abandoned the residence because of the garbage and pollution around the area. I'm just promise you folks, I am working on that for you. I'm doing everything I can. Excuse me. If you haven't, it has been 42 minutes since this video started. So if you haven't had a sip of water recently, take a sip of water. Remember to stay hydrated. It's good for your brain. With my fancy gas station convenience store purified water that I constantly make jokes about. Those citizens being sick is pretty killer. Alright, now we can afford to build our hospital. We're going to build it right here. And this is going to be SQM Regional Hospital. There you go. That's named in honor of another Discord member, and so now we have the Benny Martin Public Library, we have the Subutai Memorial University, and the SQM Regional Hospital all in this nice little downtown area. So we still have our doctor's office down here doing well. Now we're dealing with these sick citizens. What with this being like kind of on the corner of our biggest like residential density that will keep growing, I think that's a good spot for it. It's a good hospital placement right there. Everybody down here, really, they have a high school, I think, down here, and a couple of elementary schools, and anybody going to university, I mean, frankly, just it's not that far of a drive. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, how we're doing? 47% full. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Garbage trucks in use, 5 out of 27 for that plant. Okay, this is going well. This is going well. What are they saying about me? Mayor is starting negotiations with local housing developers. I'm not currently. Currently, I have no intention to develop, in the short term, additional housing. Albeit, there is a demand. I just have to play the bigger picture game right now. Look, our garbage production is going up significantly to where before long I may need to build another incineration plant no matter what, which is going to further harm the profits that I'm able to make. People really are loving it here. Yeah, I'm about to build another one just to be able to keep up and still be able to empty that landfill. I mean, we have the profitability to be able to handle that. That's good. So we're going to continue emptying this landfill. And if I need to, can I cut a road through here? Actually can. So I could cut a road through here and maybe get some more incinerators in the back right there. Who just like popped down that road for a second just to check out the situation? It's like, hey man, you want to go hang out by the incinerators? Yeah, sure. Right. Gotta love that. Love the smell of burning trash. Just such a tourist attraction. Who wouldn't, you know, wanna go just hang out there? See, I don't want to close this gap too much. These incinerators might actually do better being moved, but I don't know where I would move them to. I mean, you call it an ice cube factory, but that pretty solidly looks like just a bunch of shipping containers, frankly. A box factory. Some more box factories. I mean, are we Los Cruz famous for our box production? Oh, Brian, you gonna come say hi to the people? Or are you just gonna get in the way? What an odd lad. Truly, I may never quite understand this guy. He's an odd one. And he's got a sister too, and she's, if anything, even more odd. They're both completely crazy. Oh, he wants to go and sit down on top of the computer and warm his little self. So sweet. I don't want to join this over here. Is that a bad idea, though? That sort of feels like a bad idea. I'll think about that some more. As this area comes out, we'll make that determination. We're down to 16% in our landfill. Our profits are struggling, quite frankly, because we're having to. For a start, we're having to afford all these incineration plants. But, you know, in the long run, they're going to be worth it. Because landfills are really only a means to an end in the early game. You got to actually be able to process waste. It's 100 pollution. The recycling center is 10 pollution. So I think I could dot those around, like, that 10 pollution is good enough that, like, a small commercial zone will act as a good buffer there. So, like, I could honestly put, like, a recycling center behind the hospital here, and I think that wouldn't be the worst idea. But right now, our garbage processing capability is pretty significant. So I think if we were to dot the odd recycling center around, you know, I could actually drop one in here. Is that commercial zoning right there? Yeah. You know, so that would be a good spot for a recycling center as well. I love this track. It's groovy, man. I really like this playlist, actually. It's... I've always been kind of a fan of lo-fi. And finding that there's an entire playlist of just, like, specifically not copyright-claimed lo-fi music, that was just super cool to me. It's actually because I found that playlist on Spotify, and that was what gave me the idea to do this series. And I've been thinking about doing some, like, second monitor content anyway. 1% full. We're almost there. Almost there. Emptying finished. Destroy the structure. Everybody is now a lot happier. I don't blame you. Now that is not getting joined on right there. Sorry to tell you. We're gonna build some more. Blocks. And the long blocks on the top. I kind of like that pattern. So what if we make a couple more blocks worth of high density res? Yeah, they're gonna fill that up in light speed. Alright, we are now a big city. We have 8,000 population, we can buy a new area. We can now, if we do the universities thing, we can build a liberal arts college. And all the various pathings that go to that. We have a water treatment plant. We can have a crematorium. We can have a floating garbage collector to get, you know, if we pollute the water, that will help fix that. A track and field stadium, that's pretty cool. And then some, advanced inland water treatment plants. Building processes and drains the wastewater back into the ground, and the plant surroundings will be affected by ground pollution. So you put that, like, outside of town, and it just pulls the pollution out of the water, I guess? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, and then we get a big influx of cash, too. We are going to pay $44,000 of our loan back early. We still have $71,000. So let's go slow mode. Just take a moment. Take a moment to appreciate what we are achieving with our wonderful city here. And think about how I may wish to expand. So obviously there's this big connection down here. I imagine these houses are probably doing really well. Yeah, the land value here is fantastic. Look at all these little tiny bungalows. They're so cute. And they just got like a little cliffside. You know, I want to make them a little path. I want to do it. A gravel path just to come... Okay, so what we're gonna do is remove all snaps. Do it right there. Make a little path down to the beach. Would that do better being a paved path? Yeah, look, okay. Or a park path, perhaps? Yeah, look, there we go. That lets people get down to the beach. And they can come hang out where the water pumping facilities are up here. That's great for them. Kind of sucks that they're right here on this beach, though. I wonder if I might move those. Like, just put them, like, either side of the bridge right here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I would visualize, right.
Either side of the bridge right there.
People that I respected,
And then we will just connect the water pipes this way. And then we can actually get rid of all this power structure right here completely. We will no longer need these pipes at all. We will no longer need these power lines. And then we can just run a power line across here. And then up and over. Just like that.
Choose your fighter.
Easy as pie. Hydro power plant. If I were to build one right here. Okay, right here. If I were to build one right here. It won't even estimate the power production for me. Come on, man. Space already occupied, not enough money. 120k. Yeah, I mean, that really is the problem, isn't it? But I feel like down here would make a great place for a dam. Like, we have strong water flow all the way down here. So I could dam over here. Or over here. I feel like downstream of the water pumps, so we don't reduce the water flow to the water pumps too much, might be an idea. So, like, you know, we're now getting into the spot where we can really start doing some stuff. More office blocks, I think, is what we need. This can all be office area. Behind the hospital there. It mostly has water service. Now it entirely has water service. That's good, and I feel like we could drop some like low density commercial over here just to fulfill a little bit of that demand. And then of course we have ever more residential demand because people just want to move over here so bad. Alright, so we're gonna extend this out to here. That wasn't what I wanted to do at all. Look at that. Let's pull this out to here. Down to here. Walk that. This. And then what we're going to do is curve one around here. So we're going to come out to about here, I think. Like that. And then like that. That follows real nice. That's real nice. I like it. Okay. And then grab one and just run it sort of over here like this. Yeah, that's like an odd little piece of city design that I don't hate. And then what if we utilize this space as well? Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Alright. So that really kind of maximizes the use of a lot of that space right there. So that's really cool. I like it. And it gives us a couple of options later too. If we want to jump a couple of bridges over the highway, we could do like a little overpass. So it would come off of here. And then we would like sort of elevate, you know, up like that. Or if we took all the snapping off, would we be able to? Yeah, not quite. Not quite. We might be able to do it here because we've got a little bit more room. Yeah, we still can't quite jump that gap. If we do it here. So we could do it like, we could do it there, kind of at an odd angle, and then you would just like sort of curve it around over and then down. You could make like an S-shaped little overpass, which I think that would be pretty interesting. So there's some options for maintaining good expansion there. Pretty sure having all of this served by a single intersection is going to create me some issues. But frankly, I think that's all very handleable. Because we do also have the option, let us never forget, to build intersections. We could always, you know, we could always build an intersection like right here. I would have to demolish all this, I think, to get it to go there. But it's doable. And that sort of gives us like secondary access to the residential side. Or the industrial side, rather. We also have the option to have an intersection that comes off here. Or maybe I would design an intersection of my own to deal with that. I'm not super certain. So y'all have now got space to build offices as much as you please. You may begin rampantly building offices. Go absolutely nuts. May want to upgrade the width of this road at some point as well. Just be able to handle all the additional traffic. Alright, so where there used to be a landfill, we are going to put a park. That is way too big of a park. A large playground could be done, but I would rather not destroy anybody's businesses or homes if I can get away with it. Other parks, I mean, they got the ball court right up there though. So what if instead we were to... Oh yeah, that's that multi-story parking lot. Because why not? Why not, man? Oh, that's right, the zoning got cleared. There is some more high-density commercial zoning available right there if you guys want to bring your businesses into town. What do we need more of? We need more commercial space. Really, I just need more space in general. I'm doing a fairly good job. Of course I've got like all of this and stuff. So there's you know, plenty of room. What do I have to do to get a train link going? I think I'd have to make it over here, wouldn't I? Is there even a rail link I could get to? Not really. Excuse me. Not really. One option that I would have potentially is right here making a cargo port. Which I think that comes under here. Shipping, ferry depot, ferry stop, ferry pier. Yeah, that's all. It's all transportation for humans. Cargo harbor. Okay, we just need to get bigger for that. So we might be able to place a cargo harbor later down the line. We could have sort of a cargo situation going here. You know, create some sort of dockyard industries around this area. Lots and lots of options available to us. Power, we are still rampantly overproducing power. So we are super good on power. Thanks to a combination of our advanced turbines, our geothermal power plants, and our disgusting trash burners. Alright, so now that the landfill is gone, we are producing 126,000, processing 192, so we are not building up garbage effectively at all. So that truthfully is doing very, very well. Not enough educated workers. And they abandoned the business for it. Tragic. You know what? You lost your spot. And that's gonna go to somebody else now. Yeah, little lube shop kind of station. Love that. Why don't we build like a retail park? Okay, stay with me here. What if I purchase this tile right here, build a bridge over, and either turn this into like really bougie housing or like a hotel resort island? Yeah? It's just a thought. You know, speaking of hotels, we do have the options to build hotels. And I feel like having a hotel would not be a bad idea. Do you come under tourism? Well, look at all these additional parks. Hotels, there we go. You know what? We could build a little hotel right where the dump used to be. Or demolish somebody's house to build one. That would be super obnoxious. I'd be an absolute tyrant to do something like that. Where would be the best place? See, right here would be good. Right there. That's where our new hotel goes. I'm pretty sure I just cut the power off. Oh no, that's been joined. That was just an old remnant of a power line that didn't need to be there. So now we have a little hotel. A budget hotel. Currently it's losing us money, but that's just because we're not filled with guests yet. We will check back on our budget hotel. We will check back on the Kade Stay Hotel. We will see how these guys are doing when tourism starts to ramp up. Oh yeah, no, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Perfection. Yeah, we're gonna get a hotel chain going here. You know what? I will rename this back to Budget Hotel. Just because it is the budget location for the chain Kade Stay hotels. Alright, we got sightseeing and shopping. Now, business locations, not really why we're here. But we're almost making money on this hotel. Popularity rating is 55%. Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Good old Kade Stay hotels. What if we jack the prices up a little bit? Now people don't want to stay there anymore. Come on, what about all the great shopping we have in the area? Alright, what if we drop it slightly? Are we able to encourage more people to come stay? Interested. We'll check back on that. Ultimately, we can afford it right now to kind of take the hit. I mean, it's only a little one-star hotel. It's not anything special. Yep, you got cabins. And then later on we'll get the small hotel, which is more shopping related. The old inn, which is more sightseeing related. The roadside motel. City hotel gets a little bit more. Is there like a business specialized hotel? Yes, it's a conference hotel. Excellent. So all sorts of fun things right there. It's almost breaking even, and I guess I'm basically happy with that for right now. You got like a nice little metropolitan urban area right here. This is cool. This is cool. This is developing really nicely. Let's put some more office spaces over here. That is what the people really want right now. I feel like we could do another little bridge over here. I don't know that it would alleviate that much traffic, but I do think it would help. Oh lordy. Terrified myself. right over here. And then right to here. Okay, we dropped off like one little building on the end. Wait, they should be okay, right? They're still zoned, yeah? No. Okay, great. Either which way. And then if they need to get to this dense area, they've got like two little hopovers they can use. And then if they need to get to like any of this stuff down here, they've got the whole highway they can come around. This intersection's a freaking nightmare. That's a good candidate to maybe become a roundabout one day, but I would have to move the playground, which would be a pain. But it's that's doable. So I'm hearing more low density residential, even down here now, because why not? Awesome. It's good. That's good. We're loving it. We're loving it. And then... Okay, so hear me out. Who's got the crappiest house on this side of town? Curse you for all having really nice houses. I mean, there's this organic food store. I feel like if I could lose anything, it would be... this organic food store right here. So hear me out. We come over here. Build up to about here. And we go over here. Slope is too steep. That's a pain. But it's a pain I think we can get around if we go like this, which makes a weird junction. So, ooh, even better idea. Better idea. There had to be one. There's always a better idea than whatever the hell I'm planning to do. So we'll come out here, right? Then over here. No, wait. Wait, that might work though. No. Okay. So let's get the elevation done first. Like that. Go right over the top. To here. And then down to there. Yeah. And that sort of gives us a little bit more access to this area right here. And like, I'm certain that the decisions that I'm making right now are gonna like end up creating all sorts of problems, but you know, this is the price of organic growth. I'll come right up here with it. Come up here with it. Here with it. All right, so we're able to sprawl out a little bit more. We can fit some more low density residential in here. Actually, not right there. Oh boy. Yeah, they're flooding in for it. They love it. Yeah, awesome, 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 awesome. Water connections. Or I will remember one day reliably to do water connections. Speaking of which, what if this entire area had water? What a world that would be. There you go, a big redundant water loop. That's, you know what, and we're just because it bugs me, I'm gonna cross it over in the middle because there's no reason you wouldn't. It serves me effectively no advantage, but I don't care because it looks more proper, and that's really what I'm all about. All right, more offices for you office-wanting folks. What's going on over here? Not enough educated workers for live and learn training. Well, you know what? Let's check our... That's because everybody's dumb. So we need more elementary schooling. You know what? This area needs to be served for schooling. I didn't even think about it. So we're going to build a high-capacity elementary school. That is going to go right here. And then we are going to build a high school because currently there is only one. And that is going to be next door so that it can do that kind of like feed through. The capacity of this high school is 1,000. So that serves us well right now. Actually, you know what? Refund that. Partially. Let's make this a high capacity high school too. Yeah, okay, we invested in the educations. Then zone this is more high density residential. And then let's do something that I've been trying to avoid doing and bring all these zones up. Okay, that's good. Good stuff. And then let's start getting this developed out as well. Missed one. Make a little sort of subdivision out here. I'm sorry I let all the kids be stupid, okay? I'm sorry. It's okay, they're gonna get their educations now. Y'all folks, not enough educated workers, that's okay, we're gonna fix that. More people will move into town, and then you will experience feelings of joy. We're sitting pretty stable at 5,000 a month right now. You don't have water at this convenience store. Wow, just this tiny little gap that got missed out. There we go. There we go. Now you've got water. Alright, how are we doing on trash? We are at 130 out of 192. So let's start Do we start putting recycling centers? They do make a little pollution. And is that their noise radius? Yeah, pollution 25, noise 10. Pollution 100, noise 50. You know, I feel like we could definitely sneak a recycling center or two in over here, but I also don't want to have all of my garbage trucks originating from that area. Like, I'd like to put some stuff kind of over here, but at the same time, that does drastically reduce the land value of this area, and not sure how I feel about that right now. Nonetheless, we don't have to address that right now, so I'm going to hold off on it. Not enough educated workers. Poor folks. We've reached a population of Grand City. We can now take the third loan. We can get a solar power plant. We can get all these transport hubs. We can build baseball parks, waste transfer facilities, and waste processing complexes. And this waste processing complex can pick up from waste transfer facilities and for landfill sites. Okay, we can build an intercity bus terminal. And a bus/metro hub, sort of like places like that in London. We could build the winter market. I kind of want to build the winter market. Or I could build the Statue of Liberty. We could build the Statue of Liberty. Hold up. So it's unique buildings, tier 1. The archway over a road somewhere. There is no appropriate road really to put it on, but you can build the Statue of Wealth. And for our tier 2s, the Fountain of Life and Death. We can build the Mall of Moderation. It's kind of interesting. Build the Lungs of the City. We've had that one unlocked for a while. We can build a nice opera house. We can build a science center or an expo center or the high interest tower. And then for landmarks, we had $210,000. We could build the Statue of Liberty in town, which is quite ridiculous. Winter Market would do well in our, like, sort of urban center. But we don't really have the room. Nonetheless, it is raining like Billio. We need more industry and offices. I really want to connect this to the highway as well. I'm trying to think how I would go about doing that. We are making a good amount of money now, though. That's very encouraging. So, I mean, we really don't have that much traffic on this side. We do pretty well off of this intersection here. I think maybe if I was going to do another intersection, it would be like over here. I'm still playing with the idea of using this as a tourist island. But then maybe pulling like a hydroelectric dam as the road over as well. So we have like the road over the water, but also the use of it to sort of power everything down there. I think that's quite an interesting idea. We are doing very well on power availability right now, though. Ooh. I mean, very well in a sense. What if we had another geothermal power plant, though? Well, let's see. We can get 20 megawatts for 12,000, or we can get 4 times that for 12,000, 24,000, 48,000. Wait a second. So if we get 20 megawatts, we can get 80 megawatts for $48,000. The turbines make more sense. Expand the turbine farm? Yeah, okay. There you go. That's the equivalent of another... That's the equivalent of having another geothermal power plant. But for significantly lower cost. Or we can just build a solar power plant where we can get 160 megawatts on a sunny day. I'm just saying, we're doing good on the odd electricity. I just want to see how much power it would be generating. That's all I want to know. It won't tell me until I've gotten enough money to be able to, like, kind of like prove the build, I guess. Okay, crime might be an issue. I feel like a police headquarters would do pretty well. Places are pretty well covered. Like, honestly, we're not doing bad as far as crime goes. We have a 9% crime rate. But I feel like we should have a police headquarters, and I feel like this is, like, perfect for that odd little space right there. They never did get enough workers down at this pharmacy, did they? I'm sorry. Demolish your store. Someone else can try again. Alright, are we having a shortage of educated workers right now? What's our education pipeline looking like? We're so good, bro. I honestly don't know what to tell you folks as far as why everybody is the dumb. I gotta hope that'll just resolve itself. I am providing all of the facilities to allow you folks to be educated. Yeah, see, that's such a distance now to go from the incinerators. Let's see, where's already some fairly low value land? I mean, all of this is pretty well developed. like on this end of things, is there a chunk of land that I want to write off? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, they're loving these. Look at these like fancy little beach houses. Fancy little waterfront properties. Yes, sir. People are loving it. And I'm loving it. And there's a cute little park right there. And I'm really proud of how that park kind of like turned out. Feel like there needs to be a little road that kind of goes up here to like right there, and then comes sort of along the side here. Maybe it can match up to this. Yeah, that is not terrible at all. Yeah, alright, okay. Okay, I'll mess with it. I like it. And let's just push this out a little bit to here. And then we could cut that through like that. Makes an odd little layout, but I've already said this so many times. I'm just a fan of these like odd little road layouts. Like, I think they just give so much character. All folks can just come build whatever houses down here you want to build. Make yourselves literally a home. Don't make yourselves at home, make yourselves a home. And then let's put some low density commercial right here, and then let's connect the water up because there ain't no way. Excellent. Alright, water availability is still good. Getting concerning, but it's still good. Electricity availability is through the roof, I love that. Maybe we need a third water pump. Boom. And then let's get power to that. Let's connect it to the water supply. Alright, you've got power and you've got plumbing. And you are now providing water. And we can build a gooder water treatment plant. It's big though. And it does generate... It generates noise pollution, but no groundwater. No ground pollution. Pollution 100, pollution 0. Oh, so that can actually be placed, like, kinda anywhere. Does it work the same, though? What about, like, an advanced inland water treatment plant? What about this? What if we were to throw this, like, over here? It's gonna start getting towards this area. And I don't want to build it out that way. So we could also have an outlet downstream. The problem is I would want that down here somewhere. And then, like, I want to do fishing and stuff down there, though. That's tricky. Wait. These guys are easier to fit. So let's put you there. Make sure you're still connected. You are. Excellent. The power, I mean, make sure the power is still connected. And then drop that right in there. So we now have sewage treatment. Are we close enough now we can survive without having to have these power lines over here at all? Yes, the grids finally connect. So now I can delete all of these. That's huge. Get rid of all of this. No need for you no more. The grids are one. I'm happy about that, actually. Genuinely, I'm pleased. So now really our only power lines are just sort of running the infrastructure stuff up around here. Yeah, wow, we have a pandemic. An epidemic of being criminally short on intelligent people. How is that education pipeline going? We have enough education for everybody. Really do. We're at half the capacity of our university. Is it just because it's too far away? Do I need to build like a community college down here? That's not the worst idea. It's a library. So I could build a modern technology institute. Like, what are you lacking though? What education level are you lacking? They literally need 2 people just at well educated. That is abandoned. M&H clothing. Oh, I'm sorry. You are needing. You got 4 workers. You need another highly educated worker. You need another 2 highly educated workers. You need another highly educated worker. You need some regular educated workers. I couldn't tell you why those folks aren't getting down there. I mean, I feel like I definitely have enough educated people in the city. But they're just not making it to those workplaces. And that is interesting to me. So what if I built a modern technology institute? That's 90,000. Say second university, that's 75,000. But then what are we... Most citizens aren't graduating university. See, you're right in between the high schools. You're sort of far from the university. There's like an elementary school right there. So you guys should be not the dumbest. So why are you the dumbest? I was just checking and responding to a text message, my bad. Get rid of these abandoned buildings. Yeah, it's pretty chronic. folks just are not making it down there. Not enough educated workers. Yeah, so they've got like 5 highly educated workers and they need 9. They've got 4 educated workers and they only need 2. Yeah, why is everybody in town dumb? Why are you all so stupid? Just go to school. You can go to school if you want. I'm glad this little bridge is getting some use. I wasn't sure about the Bradley Bridge, if it needed to be there or not. And it arguably probably still doesn't, but... Yep, garbage trucks are using the Holmes Bridge. And the Reed Bridge is obviously very popular for commercial goods vehicles and garbage trucks mainly. What if we jump up from Jeremy Wright Street, go over here? Or... if I was going to utilize this space, what would be the best way for me to do that? Would it just be to come right off of the highway right here? It's not a horrible idea. Just education. The education system is failing the people. And I don't want to build, like, they say they want more commercial and office areas, but I don't know that I really want to build more of those because no one's going to work in them. I guess because all the well-educated folks are going to work elsewhere. I mean, that's the truth of being on the smaller business end. Those large companies can offer a lot more wages than you. We have demolished every one of these buildings at some point. Maybe if I just bring in a ton more people in general. How about that as an approach? So let's build some cool residential areaing. That is not a word. See, I don't want to like go up the mountain. So let's come across here. If we do like, and this is just for myself as a guideline. I'm not gonna actually build this road. That would be awful. Okay. And what if we did a curved road? Like if we curved it around like this way. And then just jump it straight in like that. Okay. And then just make some like odd little connections. Yeah, alright. Not hating it. should be, but I'm not. How are we doing on trash? We are approaching our trash processing limit. It's close enough that I'm going to build... So I could replace all my incinerators with a single waste processing complex. If I had the space for it, which I do not. But theoretically I could do that. You know, but let's... Or do we focus on getting the little recycling centers in at the more sort of regional level to be able to offload some of that responsibility? That's the dilemma in which I find myself currently. Also, it's been a minute. If you're still watching, thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a nice time. And drink some more water. Hydration is just so crucial. Just gonna blow up all these buildings. I blew up the wrong one. That's tragic. I'm sorry I bulldozed your place of business. It was very much not my intention. More office blocks? Yes? Yes, everybody loves office blocks? Okay, great. You know, let's put a chunk more offices up here too. Good. Yeah, get in there. Get in there. Business. Commerce. That's what I'm talking about. We can extend... Yeah, let's extend this down like these. Love it, love it, love it. Water coverage. One right through the center. And then demolish some more failed stores. Okay, so I feel like this makes a good little a good little commercial section right there, just to help fill out a little bit more of that commercial need. And then what I want to do is hook this highway around. I want to go into like I feel like I could hit a really good roundabout out here. I want to look into how much that would cost us if I were to do a large roundabout. And I'll delete all these connections and just sort of like jam my own thing together. You know what? Like, no lie, kinda dig it. And then we just connect these up with our small roads, 3-lane one way. switch the direction on you. And see, now we can kind of come off of that in each direction and sort of develop out on that. And at the same time, right in the center, we can also, like, we could also build like a little park or like whatever we wanted, really. Like, just do some decorative work. Clear this area. Because I am going to sculpt something to go in here. Tiny rock. So difficult to do. All these, much as I would generally leave the trees. We've now cleared this area in the center to where we could make some sort of feature. You know? But from there, we can then run like a smaller highway out in this direction to get access to all of this land down here. You know, so we could go for highways. We could do 4-lane, 2-way highway with sound barriers. Right? So we could sort of come off of here. And then sort of come along here. And then we could also have like a connection off of this side. It sort of goes out that way. That's so stupid. I hate it. I hate the way that connected, but you know, so that's going to give us access to a lot of stuff like down around here now. So we could drop like you know, we can drop like smaller sort of residential roads now off the sides like this, to where people can come out and sort of like get access to the little sort of suburban parts in the back. Create some odd little blocks. You know, and continue zoning residential uses in here, and maybe just like a little commercial block here. Businesses are still being abandoned because everybody's too dumb. But I feel like that problem will go away as people graduate the education system. Or at least I very much hope that's the case. Alright, so we are now definitely over our trash capacity once that gets filled out. Which I feel like I could almost create like I want to see if I were to put a waste transfer station. If I were to put a waste transfer station like right off this roundabout, or a recycling center rather, like what the pollutant radius is going to be. Now, do they have to go all the way around? Yes. Is that a good solution? Not really. This is more just a test right now. Like, I just want to see what that pollution radius realistically is. And we should probably build like another elementary school. Yeah, another elementary school for sure. Just a little like small town elementary school out here. There seems good. Fire coverage is not amazing. So let's have the like fire district down here at least be covered. We shall have a police station across the road. All right, healthcare, death care. Child care and elder care. So our elder care facility, did we ever even build an elder care facility? Did we ever even build a child care facility? You know what, right over here. Where's elder care most necessary? I could have sworn though. I could have sworn I put an elder care facility out there somewhere. What about down here? Well, just like sneak it right in the back of this. Right there, so they get to kind of like go chill in the mountains, right? And then let's put a children's healthcare center out here. That's good. Yeah. So the children and the elderly all have their specialized healthcare. That also has the added effect of raising the land value even more. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. And that will be the end of this episode today. If you just came to hang out, I appreciate you being here. If you were doing some kind of cattail, if you were doing some kind of homework, doing some kind of studying or anything like that, I hope it went well. I hope you stayed hydrated. If you are over the legal age of majority in your region and were enjoying an adult beverage, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you had some snacks, I hope they were great too. I hope everything is good with you, and that especially we got a long weekend right here. So I hope you have fun. I hope you have a good time. If you want to chill by yourself, I hope you have a wonderful time in your own company. If you're going to see family or friends, hope you have a great time with those guys too. And just I appreciate you coming by, and I wish you all the best for this coming week. Which leaves me with nothing more to say, except I've been Kade. This has been City Skylines on Kade Plays Kozy Games. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.